Hey guys, it's Tarot and Beyond. I'm Siobhan, and in today's reading, Spirit prompted me to look at holy shit, something is happening or something big is happening. I was lying in bed, okay? And all of a sudden, I hear, holy shit, something's happening. And it wasn't connected to anything that was going on around me or within me. And I asked, what is this? And they said, that's the reading topic. And I said, okay. So I actually pulled these 3 cards earlier today for the cover image on the members only live reading. And we didn't end up actually using these cards in that reading. So when Spirit prompted me with this reading topic, they flashed these images in front of my mind and they said, these are the cards that you're going to use as the significators. And I was like, okay, this makes sense now. So group number 1 in this holy shit, something's happening reading is visibility. Okay, and I'll give you guys a top-down view at the end of the intro here if you want to look at them that way and select your card. Group number 2 is feminine. And group number 3 is future. So select the card or cards if you feel drawn to all of them, or maybe you want to watch them in a particular order. Maybe you're drawn to one of them and you want to watch all of them to see how the messages resonate or don't in each given group. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Just don't take what doesn't resonate with you. That's the only wrong way to do it, right? Like, just take what resonates, leave the rest. All right, guys, we will see you in your readings. All right, hi, group 1. You were drawn to the visibility card. And in regard to holy shit, something is happening, I feel like you're going to be more visible. Let's get some information about what this entails. I'm hearing whirlwind, and it's looking like a cyclone, like the energy of this card, the beautiful imagery here created by Cooley Art. There's like a cyclone, and it's almost like a whirlwind. Something happens in a whirlwind. You know how tornadoes kind of crop up out of nowhere? And then they're extremely powerful. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting from whatever this is. The Lovers. True love is long-lasting. Choices made from the heart and a return to good health. Okay, so group number 1, you may be becoming more visible in relationship to someone else. Prince of Spring. Charming, self-confident, passionate, restless, immediate action, a challenge you can successfully manage, and a passionate relationship. Yeah, I feel like you're becoming more visible in a relationship, or you're attracting someone because you are becoming more visible. It does feel like this is really fast. Whirlwind romance. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of passion here. The rabbit that the fairy is riding reminds me of fertility, sexuality, vigorousness, and the reproduction rate is really high in rabbits. So it does feel like this could go from 0 to 100 real quick. Like in this card, in the Lovers, they're getting married. You know, like this could be somebody that you meet and then all of a sudden you're like, this is the one. And 6 months later, you're getting married. And I said 6 months just randomly, but I did note the number 6 on the Lovers card. So I feel like 6 months may be an actual timing or a factor here. Okay, so this is interesting. Group number 1. Yeah, the Ace of Summer. That's new love. Open your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship or the rebirth of a current one. The awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. I feel all of the above. All of the above. Group number 1, this feels like a fated or destined soulmate relationship or just love relationship in general. Let's take labels out of it, but just love relationship, romantic relationship. And it's because you're becoming more visible. This person sees you and you connect, and then it's like a whirlwind romance. That's what it feels like. The Sun. Plans that work out perfectly, amazing ideas that lead to rewards and commendations, gratitude for the blessings of life. the blessings of life. Group number 1, this is like really, really super positive, growth-oriented energy. I do feel drawn to get some timing cards. Oh, they're telling me wait on the timing cards. We're going to go in with the other tarot deck first. Okay, so group number 1, this is really positive. I don't do a lot of like general love readings, but the love messages have been coming through periodically in different groups. And before, it's okay. This is really interesting. I was drawn to go back in time and watch some of my older videos. Spirit will give me certain prompts at certain times, and they'll tell me to watch certain readings at certain times. It's all in divine timing. I think that's why we're going to use the divine timing oracle, but there's something that has to come first. And when they prompted me to go back and look at one of my older readings from about 6 months ago, and that's funny because I did mention 6 months with the lovers, they told me to watch one of the readings, and in that reading, it was a love message that was coming through, and I mentioned at that time that group number 3, there was a lot of love messages coming in. And recently, within the past couple of months or weeks, I did notice, and I noted in one of my previous readings, that group number 2 was consistently coming through with love messages. Now, group number 1 is here with a love message. This feels like a countdown. 3, 2, 1, activate. This feels like an activation of a higher level romantic relationship, a divine union or divine partnership. It feels very fated to me, destined. It's like both. It's like fate and destiny somehow. And I'm going to do a reading on the difference between those two. I'm still trying to unpack that. Spirit is still teaching me about that, but I'm feeling like this is somehow both. It's fated and it's destined. It's written in the soul contract I just heard, and fate intervenes to direct you. Oh, this is why I love doing readings, because when I'm channeling, this information just comes through and I'm learning as I'm bringing the information through. Okay, so destiny is in the soul contract, and then fate directs you to fulfill that soul contract. Whew. Oh boy. First card out of this adventure tarot, we have the Devil card. Let me get clarity. 8 of Swords. Okay. One more on the top. They said 9 of Pentacles. Right. Group 1, this relationship, I'm hearing, was doomed from the start. This may be someone that you already know. No, it's not. Is this past life related, Spirit? Yes. Not for all of them, they said. The group of souls that are drawn to this reading. Some of you, they're showing me, some of you did know this person, were connected to this soul in a previous lifetime. Others of you, this is a recalibration. And what they're showing me is that you went through some kind of like upgrade recently that has drawn in a completely new soul contract. It was in your destiny in terms of like, if you got to that level, you would attract that level of a partner. But you were kind of operating at this lower level with the Devil energy. And probably struggling with some pretty significant unhealthy relationship stuff. Like there was some old negative soul contracts that they're showing me, and you were like a target for these types of relationships, and you were attracting in these toxic relationships possibly, and getting into a lot of negative karmic loops is what they're showing me. Karmic partners. Yeah, karmic partners, they said, are a thing of the past. Oh, yes. Group number 1, I am so excited for you. I've had my fair share of karmic partners. It is not fun. There's always a lot to learn, but it can be quite toxic and harmful. So I'm really excited to report this message for you. I feel like you are getting down, off of the target that you were on, blindfolded, trapped, having things thrown at you. You know, that type of dynamic. And you're stepping into, or you stepped into, I'm hearing single girl era. So for some of you, this may have been a single girl or single guy era where you were really just focusing on yourself. This may have been what catalyzed the shift in your frequency, the raising of, your vibration to attract in this new level of a partner. You really raised yourself up here, and it took a lot of doing, is what I'm getting. This was lifetimes in the making as well. You're coming through as a very strong, independent, confident person, but you may not have started out this way. You may have really struggled with your confidence, your identity, your self-worth, your ability to discern what was true love and what was not, like what was unconditional love and what was conditional. I feel like you have come a really long way, group number 1. That's just really what I'm getting strongly. You've built this from the ground floor up, and they're showing me an elevator going up, and the elevator, or even like the stairs symbol, can represent ascension into different frequencies or different dimensions of consciousness. And it can also represent the Akashic records are moving between the floors to connect with information at different higher dimensional levels. They're showing me the trees as well, growth and significant growth here, group number 1. Wow, okay. We're gonna get these cards. I can't remember what this one's called, Herbal Alchemy. I don't think that's what it's called, but that's kind of what I'm feeling from it. And I do want to get these, and then the Divine Oracle. Lavender Weaver. Ooh, look how beautiful this card is. Yeah, I'm hearing ascending. You're ascending to a higher level, a higher octave. You're weaving a new path, a new storyline is what it's feeling like. You're releasing the past as well, significantly releasing the past. Any grief that you held on to, any sorrow, any distortions from these previous relationship patterns, or distortions in the way that you saw yourself and your confidence. This is all healing. There's a lot of dream work that's going on as well. I'm seeing a dream catcher, and they showed me lavender, and then they were showing me something about like lavender spray on the pillow to help you sleep. So this to me is talking about sleep and astral realm. You've been doing a lot of work in the astral realm. Yeah, I got full body shivers from that. So that's confirmation, group 1. A lot of astral realm work has been going on behind the scenes, and you've been getting activations from the sun, they just told me as well. And this has opened your heart significantly to yourself, to your own self-worth, to the way that you operate. And I'm seeing something about the inner child as well. It's like you're carrying your inner child, your personal essence, your innocence on your back, like she is there. So you are the weaver of your own dreams. You're the maker of this fantasy. And I'm seeing you shifting from a toxic timeline, like the spider in the Weaver card here can talk about in the lower octave, toxicity and somebody who obscures the truth, gets you caught in the web. It's like victim victor. That's that devil energy. That's the past life karmic situations. And I'm seeing you ascending to a higher octave of the spider, which is actually like the creative goddess. This is the higher octave feminine energy that is the creator of reality, whether or not you're feminine, but it's that tapping into that type of frequency. So this is actually really beautiful. I'm seeing your soul song being significant as well. I actually have a soul song activation on my shop. That's just so random that came up in my head, but they showed me this. What is that? Like a mandolin no, that's for chopping vegetables. It's some kind of like musical instrument that she, like a lute or a harp or something that she's playing. And what they showed me was this special frequency that you're tapping into. And it's almost like it sends out a call or a siren song to help attract in the right partner. Trust and timing is important here. They're showing me here. I'll give you guys a look at the card. There's the pocket watch melting, reminds me of Salvador Dali. it's like abstract, absurdist art. This does feel very much like the astral realm, like when we're in that astral realm of the imagination in the fourth dimension, time stands still or is warped, and we're able to create really fluidly, but a lot of the time very unconsciously, unless we're doing lucid dreaming work. So I'm seeing you like completely having shifted your energy, or you're shifting it right now. And this is why, like, holy shit, something's happening, because you've just broken through to another level, a new dimension. And there may be a fear of like new levels, new devils, but I actually created a new saying that I'm coining, and it's new levels, new revels, like revelations. So new levels, new states of consciousness. You open and expand the mind, the ego, the heart, the soul. All of it expands simultaneously is what I'm seeing here for you. And this is what has allowed you to move out of the old density of relationship patterns that were quite toxic, dysfunctional, and repeating unbeknownst to you. It's like they would trap you. You'd get lured in by the sweet smell or like the love bombing or whatever it was, and then you'd get trapped and eaten alive. You know, it was like the spider and the fly, but they actually showed me this little plant in the corner. And it looked like a Venus flytrap. Yeah. So you're breaking free from that. St. John's wort, radiance. Yeah. The rabbits, the hares, it feels, yeah, it feels very much like you're breaking free. Even the burning house in the background, like that's a symbol that spirit will show me. It's a synchronicity that spirit showed me when I was in a toxic relationship and needed to get out. So yeah, and there's this like a little swallow here as well. So you're getting free. You're getting free from that old pattern. And let's get timing. Not the right time yet. Okay. Yeah, I was kind of getting that from the trust card. Yeah, it's not quite the right time yet, but something has just happened. And spirit wanted to talk about this with you, wanted to bring this to your conscious awareness, because you may be partially aware of this having gone on and you may not, especially since it's in the unconscious realms, like in the astral like that. You have next year. Next year could be very significant, like union, reunion, marriage, high-level commitment. They did say the word spiritual ascension. Okay. We also have around July, something significant could be happening in July. These are timeless readings, but at the time I'm filming this, we're in May. So July is really only like a couple months away. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have time is still unknown. Yeah, it feels like it's still a little bit up in the air, and that's why trust is required. But it's like you're becoming more visible. Your frequency is becoming more visible. And as you continue to ascend and hold this vibrational resonance, it's like it's sending out a signal is like the best way I can describe it. It's sending out a signal, and this person is tuning into it, and they are being attracted to it or by it. I think for most of you in this group, this is someone that you're not currently with. So if you are currently with someone and you're married and you're happy and you're settled, this may just not be your reading. And if some of the things do resonate with you, it could apply to the ascension process and your current partner, but it's like you've already attracted them. So just fast forward to that point. So if it does resonate that way, that's fine. Take that. But I think for most of you in this group, you've not met this person yet, and they're coming in. I keep getting the phrase unbeknownst to you. Now, in the past, that was not a good thing. That was a bad thing. Unbeknownst to you was those Venus flytrap moments where you got stuck in old cycles that trapped you and put you into victim mode. But I see you having empowered yourself, getting out of the internal path of that, like not putting yourself in harm's way, not allowing those things to exist in your reality, not falling for it. Basically, you're like, I'm older, I'm wiser, I'm more aware of what's going on here. And I've healed the root of the issue, which was from way back, like childhood. So now you're recalibrating, and this new level of unbeknownst to you is like a happy surprise, not a scary one. Yeah. Okay, let me see if there's any final closing messages. Okay. We'll get some from the flower deck. Those 3. Magnolia, you will find what you need in the wisdom of your heritage. Okay. The wisdom of your heritage could be significant. Happiness is found with your purpose, Lily of the Valley. So when you are doing your purpose, this is also what makes you more visible, because when you're in your purpose, whatever that happens to be, you raise your frequency. Basically, you raise your frequency. Daffodil, the sun shines brighter when you are here, and you do have the sun card as well. So the sun definitely shines brighter, group number 1, when you are in your divine aligned frequency, when you are shining your light this way. And again, it's like moths to a flame. This person is going to be drawn to you because they will feel that, and you will feel brighter in their presence as well. So that's how you'll know that this is the right person, when they really expand your light, and it's like they open you up to new levels as well. Like you've gotten to all these different levels on your own, but when this person comes in, it's like a whole nother playing field, a whole nother level that you didn't even know existed. And I don't feel that that was the case in the past. Like the old relationships would drag you down rather than lifting you up, just from what I'm feeling and seeing here. So you might be feeling restless right now. My eye just got drawn to that. Restless, the word restless really just stood out to me. You may be feeling restless, but patience is a virtue. Yeah, I heard that. Okay, that's why I'm like rolling my eyes, because I'm like, yeah, spirit, we know. But there is divine timing at work in this situation. So something around July is going to catalyze. I'm hearing the word catalyze, an event that will take full form next year. Yeah, it's just not quite the right time yet, and it's not known because there's still some shifting that you need to do, but it's fated and it's destined. So I would really not worry about this. Like you can trust that whatever you are doing to continue to align to your own self-confidence and your autonomy, your self-love process, your acceptance of yourself, like seeing yourself in all your nooks and crannies and accepting yourself as you are. That's what makes you more visible. That's what's attracting this love in. That's what's allowing you to feel really abundant. That's what's allowing you to create your reality and to radiate this light that you have. It's really going to be powerful. And this could even make you more visible socially. I'm seeing that as well, because as you radiate your light, it's like people are stopping and staring. You're like people are breaking necks looking at you, group number 1. There's something about you. You're radiant. Your light is shining and it is unmistakable. So yeah, don't worry about the timing. Just keep focusing on you creating happiness in your purpose, in the fulfillment and pursuit of your own purpose and the wisdom you're developing through your own advancement. That's really what I'm seeing here. This is very ascension type stuff. So that's the message for you, group number 1. Really cool. Yeah, holy shit, this is happening. And even though the timing isn't currently happening like right now with this, maybe it is for some of you. I don't know. You could be on different timelines. I mean, we're all on different timelines, but it feels to me like this was just a really pivotal moment that Spirit wanted to draw to your attention, because it put you in the path or on the path to, yeah, it's like a timer went off. The destiny contract is now in play, something like that. Okay, so I don't know. Take what resonates, leave the rest, as you guys know. But that's what I have for you today, group number 1. I hope you enjoyed the reading and it helped in some way. Thank you for being here on the channel and spending time with me today. If you enjoyed the reading, make the like button sparkle and let me know. But yeah, I love you guys. Thanks for being here. We'll see you in the next reading. Bye. All right. Hi, group number 2. You were drawn to the feminine card. Okay. So feels like feminine energy is important here. Now, this reading is holy shit, it's happening or something's happening. So something to do with a woman could be significant, or feminine energy. But let's get more information. 7 of Autumn, have patience and don't worry. Take time to rest and plan your next steps, a prudent investment of time or energy. Okay, so the feminine energy is very restful. It's really just about kind of being able to relax and enjoy and kick back and receive. We need the masculine energy within us to be able to push forward and to do things and to set goals and to prioritize and things like that. But the feminine energy is about the creation, and it's very abundant in that ability to create and receive. And I'm seeing that with the pumpkins in the 7 of Autumn. The Star card, this feels like being able to slow down and heal. I also just heard something's taking flight. I'm seeing somebody flying first class. Okay. Yeah, they showed me an airplane and somebody sitting in first class. Okay, the Star card says, look to the future with hope and optimism, the power of faith to move mountains, happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. I feel like this is what it is. This is what it is, group number 2. You're getting relief from challenging times because you've had patience and you were able to stay in your high vibrational energy. Like that's the vibe I'm getting. And there's a harvest that you've managed to create. There's a harvest of abundance of what you've been able to create. Something about the summertime could be significant. I'm seeing the splotches of green here in this card kind of looking like a lily pad or lily pads. That's reminding me of the summertime. So something about the summer could be significant here. Maybe you're traveling in the summer, or you're able to take a break because you have the money or the resources or the time to be able to do so. It's like happy changes that allow you to have this relief because something is taking flight, because something's taking off, because like the product of your creation is now coming back to you. Does that make sense? It's like things are returning. The seeds you've planted are full grown. You're reaping the rewards, and then you're able to relax. Now, you also have the Tower card, which in this deck is life experience, and it says, let go of belief systems that no longer work for you, an important life-changing event, a situation that leads to significant opportunities. Yeah, this is like one of the most positive, is it going to focus? Yeah, this is one of the most positive depictions of the Tower, because in this one, it's a life-changing event, a situation that leads to significant opportunities. So I'm seeing something shifting or changing in the summer and then into the fall around you being able to kind of like kick your feet up and enjoy life a bit more, like not having to push so hard or strive or like aggressively be in self-defense mode or attack mode. It's like you're really able to relax. And the pumpkin also, I just saw the pumpkin turn into the carriage like in Cinderella. So it's like you go from being a slave, working all the time to the bone, you know, like sleeping on the floor, eating scraps. Obviously this is hyperbolic, but something about being overworked in some way and that having taken a toll on you. And then something shifts, and this reading is kind of like heralding this for you, that allows you to be able to relax, to travel, to luxuriate, to take care of yourself, to repair some of that damage. It's like, and I'm hearing coming back full steam. Yeah, so it's like you're able to take some time off to heal, to repair, to relax, and then you're able to come back and go even harder and be even more successful with the momentum you've built or with the harvest that you've reaped. You know, it's like if you have this whole field of pumpkins because you planted pumpkin seeds, well, now you're able to like stop and enjoy it. But then when you come back from enjoying it, you're able to go to work and make all those pumpkins into pie. And then you sell those pies. And then you're really flying first class, you know, something like that. So this is like you created this through your life experience. Sevens are really significant here. The number 7, you have 7 of autumn, the star is number 17, and then life experience is 16, but 1 and 6 makes 7. So the number 7 is a very feminine energy because it's about rest, recuperation, meditation, contemplation, repair, relief, healing, spiritual alignment, luck, prosperity. So I'm seeing all of these things here for you, group number 2. I'm very excited for you. Somebody may be flying to Ireland. That's a random message. Or maybe you live in Ireland. That's a very specific message for someone. Because they're showing me the tour. Glastonbury tour. The well and the... You see, look. The well that she's in front of there is like Glastonbury tour. Well, I can't remember what it's actually called, but I know that's in like Avalon or something like that. And then this one is like the tour, if I'm correct in what I'm perceiving here and what I'm getting. So yeah, group number 2, I keep hearing you're reaping the harvest. And they're showing me the butterflies and the butterfly wings on the fairies. And it's like you're able to lift off. Something's taking flight. You're taking flight. Prince of Autumn, dependable, protective, chivalrous, humorous, cautious but wise action, meticulous attention to detail, and kindness to others. I feel like this is the foundation upon which this harvest has been grown or built. It's like you were cautious, but you were wise. You invested in the right thing at the right time. You were meticulous in your ability to like get down to work and to put in a lot of effort. And you were tested, you were challenged. You had to go through a lot of ups and downs is what I'm seeing, group number 2. Yeah, a lot of ups and downs, but it's like you surfed the wave. They're showing me that. So it's all kind of culminated in you having this ability to do this. You know, it's like, it's not just a reward for your efforts. It's more like your efforts have garnered a reward in the sense that you are now more capable. You are now a more attractive, magnetic person who can create results through applied action, but also through your ability to trust your intuition, to follow the breadcrumbs or the footprints in the sand. It's like there's something that has been leading you. I don't know. I'm just getting that feeling of like something was leading you forward and you followed it. And it's leading you right to heaven, like heaven on earth, you know? 4 of Autumn, manage your resources wisely, achieve a balance in how you spend and save money, help out those who are less fortunate. Yes. So I feel like if you have been concerned about money, that's not going to be an issue. 2 of Winter, indecision is holding you back. Make the choice that's best for you rather than trying to please others. Feeling trapped between the intellectual and the emotional. Okay. This feels like the challenge. Like this was the challenge. The indecision, the doubt. Logic, you know, heart over head or head over heart, masculine versus feminine, action versus receiving, attracting versus doing. You know, it's like there was this battle of the sexes within you, so to speak, group number 2. And I'm seeing that while all of that was going on, you were still trying to figure out, how am I going to save for the future? I just heard retirement. Okay, so for some of you, this could have been about saving for retirement, or maybe you're retired now, or this rise or this harvest could lead to a significant foundation upon which you'll be able to retire, or it could feel like an early retirement because you're able to get that level of relief, repair. Yeah, rejuvenation. But it's after a period of long, hard toil and work. They're showing me the ant and the grasshopper. And that's the story about the ant who works all year to make sure that he's got enough food for the winter, and the grasshopper who sits out lollygagging around, not doing anything, and then gets left out in the cold and is starving and needs to go to the ant to ask for help. I feel like you're the type of person, group number 2, that you've been like putting in the man hours or the woman hours, because we're talking about feminine, but it doesn't matter about gender. It's the polarity. But you've been putting in the work, okay? And I'm seeing you getting the payoff from that, because I just keep seeing the word wise, like wise, cautious but wise decisions, managing your resources wisely. I feel like you invested in the right things at the right time. Like, I'm getting that so strongly, and that was a wise decision, even though there was a lot of self-doubt, even though there was a lot of indecision that was holding you back previously, or that you may have been tested with. You may have felt trapped. Yeah, you may have felt kind of stuck between the two sides of yourself, but it works out. Like, somehow it works out. How does it work out? Actually, let me ask that. How does this work out for group number 2? We have the Hermit card reversed and the 10 of Wands. Okay. A guitar could be significant, or music or instruments. Because look, there's guitars in both of these cards. So music could be a part of this. Maybe it's if you create music, this could be your music taking off. They showed me the first class, and I'm like, who flies in first class? You know, I've never flown in first class. Music artists, I don't know, like really wealthy business people. I don't know. Is that just a stereotype or what? But yeah, I'm seeing something about music here, but I don't know if that's for everyone. The real thing that I'm getting is like the hard labor pays off. And I'm hearing take a trip, okay? You're able to take a trip in some way. And if for some of you, your retirement or your wealth and abundance and heaven on earth might look like flying first class. For others of you, it might look like going out on the open road and living a more like low-key lifestyle, but feeling really abundant in that. Because look at this guy, the hermit, he's like a hippie. He's out with his van. He just gets to travel around and do what he wants. He's free. So really what this really boils down to, group number 2, is freedom. Financial freedom, time freedom, physical freedom, to be able to do what you enjoy. Because isn't that what retirement is all about? If we're looking at that as like an archetype, retirement is you're free. You don't have to work anymore. You're not a slave. So we shouldn't be waiting our whole lives to get there. The hermit is very wise because he has a lot of life experience. He's older. This could be literal retirement for some of you, but I'm really feeling like we don't need to wait to get there. We need to live free now. Maybe that's just me getting on my soapbox. Fine. But I still think that's an important message to bring through. Okay, we have the 8 of Cups reversed. Yeah, I'm hearing pursuit of your dreams. It's like you put in the hard labor. You pursued your dreams. And I'm hearing if all else fails, it's like this is the one thing you don't give up on. This is the one thing you keep putting in. Yeah, I keep hearing man hours, like the time. You keep putting the time, the energy into this because it's your passion. It's important to you. It could be something to do with caring for others as well, because I'm seeing help out those who are less fortunate and kindness to others. And I forgot to mention that earlier, and Spirit's kind of bringing me back around to it. It's more than just what you like or what you want. This feels like a calling, like being able to help people, being able to like free people and free yourself at the same time. It's a win-win situation. What is this? We have the Four of Wands. Yeah, Four of Wands. It did come up reversed. Okay. I heard no holds barred. I heard no gatekeepers. Yeah, and something about the doors are not closed anymore. So like doors that were closed to you before, maybe because of financial issues or something like that. Oh, look at that. She's standing in front of a doorway here, isn't she? Oh, but that's a mirror. Mirror. It's like the mirror is the portal or the doorway, and she's seeing herself as a poor person when really she's very rich. So you may have been like, oh, that's giving me Cinderella vibes again too. Rags to riches. What is this? We have the Two of Cups. I feel like you help people, group number 2. I don't know how, but you do. You have the Tower again. That's twice from 2 different decks. I'm hearing rebuild, like you're rebuilding. Master Builder, I'm hearing Master Builder. Something about Master Builder could be significant here as well. And I do feel like you help people. There's something about that, like maybe you help people rebuild. Maybe you help people to save for retirement. Maybe you help people to... Yeah, something about rebuilding. I keep getting that. And we have the Four of Wands again, and it's kind of talking to me about like the foundation, the home, and it was upside down. So I feel like you help people to get out of situations where they've lost their stability, and you help them rebuild their security. Maybe it's financially, maybe it's physically, maybe it's emotionally or spiritually, right? There's so many different angles, but I feel like, yeah, I feel like you help people, and it's more than a job, but this is like a purpose. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Fortune's changing, I heard. Yeah, holy shit. This is what's happening. Your fortunes are changing, group number 2. Queen of Swords. I heard teacher, and I also heard speaker. Teacher and speaker. This could be what you do for work. Maybe you're being flown out to speaking engagements, or you're lecturing on something. I heard lecture. Giving a lecture. I just feel like you have a lot of life experience, group number 2. Like you're very wise. If you're older, it's because you've lived a long time. If you're younger, you've actually just condensed a lot of your life experience into a short period of time. But it's kind of like you're a wise soul either way. You know, it's giving me old soul vibes. But I would say more experienced soul, because time is not a thing. So you're a very experienced soul. You have a lot of wisdom to share, and you've garnered a lot of wisdom through your experiences. That's where it comes from, right? Knowledge is just information, but wisdom is applied knowledge that is understood deeply because we've experienced the subjective roots of it. So group number 2, this is really cool. I actually see a lot of people depending on you, actually. A lot of people depending on you. And it has been a heavy burden, or it is a heavy burden, to hold that level of responsibility and to help all of these people in this way. So you might be a little bit more reclusive or hold back, not wanting to constantly be out in the world. But I'm seeing something shifting here, and you being able to... I feel like you're going to shine a light for others in a different way. This is just a random message that's coming in. Like, I was going to say something else, and then what started coming through was a lighthouse. Like you may have been helping people rebuild by like metaphorically getting down into the dirt with them and laying brick by brick, and it was like back-breaking labor. Oh, look at that. My rings just got stuck together. Okay, so this may have been like a contract that you had to fulfill. Yeah. And that may have been in the past, because I'm seeing a lantern, and the hermit in the traditional tarot does have a lantern. In this one, he doesn't. He's by a campfire, but the lantern kind of talks about looking into the past. So I feel like group 2, you're becoming a lighthouse. So it's like you don't have to work quite as hard, or you're turning that little lantern into a huge lighthouse. Yeah, they just showed me the lighthouse from Stranger Tides, the Pirates of the Caribbean movie, and it's like they've got this huge oil lamp. So it's not a tiny little lantern, it's a huge freaking it's a huge lighthouse, and it projects out super far, and you don't have to do much. You don't have to carry it. You don't have to walk around in the dark by yourself. You can just stand there and kind of like shine your light. And there's something about that is helping to liberate you. That's the feeling I'm getting. It's like it's liberating you. It's liberating others somehow too. And I'm hearing flying high again. You're going to be flying high. Maybe this is about raising your frequency ascension. Maybe this is about physically traveling, being high that way, or career success in some way, or all of the above, right? Holy shit. Yeah, all of the above. So, but yeah, like this is significantly changing. Is there this one? Yeah, okay. We'll just get a final closing message from the whatever this deck is called. I don't know. Angel's Trumpet, the Death card. The Box of Wonders, I feel like you have a treasure trove of information that you've acquired through many, many death and rebirth processes that you've gone through, group number 2. Yeah, I do feel old soul. And since that's the terminology that most people are familiar with, I'll just use that. You're a very old soul. And before you die in this lifetime, you are on a mission. Like you are here to change the world in some way, shape, or form. And if not in the hands of ordinary people, then who? Yeah. Group number 2, you have a profound purpose here. And you are fulfilling that. Holy shit. That's the message. So congratulations, group number 2. This is beautiful. Yeah. Let me know how it resonates in the comments below. Take what resonates, leave the rest. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope it helped in some way. And I'm sending you so much love and blessings for this wonderful mission that you're on, for your greatest and highest good and the greatest and highest good of all. Love you guys, and we'll see you in the next reading. Bye. All right. Hi, group number 3. I gotta say, right before jumping on and hitting record, I feel like your reading is going to be intense. Just getting that vibe. So like right out the gate, your reading's going to be intense. Warning. You chose the future card. So we're probably going to be talking about the future here. We do have some timing cards that we will get into. We're actually going to start kind of the opposite direction for you guys. In the other readings, the other groups in this reading, I chose these cards last, and I'm starting with them first for you. So even like front to back, last to first, there's something about future and past, like reversals of the future and the past. It's like Back to the Future kind of vibes. I don't know. I'm getting that. Marty McFly, what are you what are you doing up here, group number 3? There's something going on. You have Mandrake with sensuality. And when I looked at that, I saw the Mandrake from Pan's Labyrinth. Ooh, the Labyrinth. Okay, I'm intrigued. You have Motherwort, strength. And Lemon Balm, nurture. Okay. Sensuality, strength, and nurture. This is giving me very strong mother vibes. Something about your mother or mother energy could be really strongly significant here. We have the 9 of Swords reversed. Okay. We have the 2 of Swords. Ooh. And the 3 of Swords. Wow. Okay. Yeah, this is the intense energy I was warning you about. I felt it. I felt it. I sees it. Okay, what is this? I feel like you didn't see something. Group number 3, because in the 9 of Swords, she's covering her eyes. In the 2 of Swords, she's blindfolded. And in the 3 of Swords, there's an eye coming out of the piece of the heart in the guy's back. And it's the only thing that actually sees. And it's shedding a tear. Okay, so there was something you did not see. Oh, and in Pan's Labyrinth, he's got his eyes, the like creepy guy, he's got his eyes in the palms of his hands. So he's blind here, but he sees like this. So it's like you cannot see this through the mind. Group number 3, you have to see this through the heart, because the hands are connected to the heart chakra. And the heart was the only one in these cards that has an eye. So you need to have the strength to nurture your connection with your heart so that you can sense what's coming in the future. Oh, you're connecting to the 5th dimensional frequency, okay? You're ascending your vibration so that you can tune into future energy. Yes, you're going to feel frequency, or you are feeling frequency. I feel like group number 3, prophetic. I'm hearing prophetic. This is a prophetic message. I'm a prophet myself. And I'm also an activator at soul level. I'm not just a reader. I'm a teacher. I'm a healer. I'm an activator. I'm a soul blueprinter. Like you guys who were drawn to this group, very high level souls, because you've come here for an activation. Okay. So yes, we have the 7 of Spring. Be assertive. Don't back down from what you believe. Courageously stand up for yourself. I'm seeing Artemis. Diana and Artemis, Greek and Roman goddesses of the hunt. But they were also goddesses of feminine energy, sensuality, connection to nature, moon, lunar cycles. So again, I'm getting like divine feminine, the mother archetype, and your ability to transcend the physical. I just heard transcend the physical. Okay, we have the 9 of Spring. Protect the fruits of your labors. I'm stumbling over my words with this one. And it's talking about protection. And the 7 of Spring was also talking about like basically the defense and standing up for what you believe in. Okay, so let me get through this one. Protect the fruits of your labors. Prepare for possible challenges that lie ahead. Environmental conservation. Okay. Something about nature could be significant here. Mother Earth. I just heard. Yeah. Okay. So like the mother of all mothers, Mother Earth. And you could be tapping in group number 3. Holy shit. Right. That's the name of this reading. Holy shit. You could be tapping into or having a prophecy come through about some kind of an earth change. Some kind of an environmental crisis or environmental shift or change. And it's like you can tune into that frequency in the future and then change it or protect the people that you care about. It's like when animals can sense an earthquake coming and they get out of harm's way, or they can sense a storm coming and they go and hide and find shelter long before humans are even aware that something's happening. Like humans, we're aware of it when it's happening in the moment. We're like, oh shit, the ground's shaking. Oh shit, there's lightning hitting me in the head. Animals are like, yeah, dude, we saw this like an hour ago. Where have you been? It's because humans are so disconnected from nature. We've gotten too much into our heads. That's the message here. Group number 3. You are connecting with the earth spirit. The earth spirit, like the spirit of the earth. And because you're embodying that through the heart, you're connecting and attuning to the mother and getting all that frequency and the information you need to keep yourself and others safe. I'm feeling that so strongly. Daffodils could be significant. Those just really stood out to me. Spirit will highlight things when something is significant. That's how I can tell it's a symbol, a synchronicity, or an important message, and I need to relay it, because they quite literally make it like pop, I'll see it like that. 3 of Autumn. Follow your passion when it comes to your career. Be the best at what you do, being compensated for your creative talents. I feel like your creative talents are expanding, group number 3. Your psychic abilities, they're telling me. Yeah, your sensitivity is greatly expanding, increasing. I heard the word increasing. Yeah, and they're showing me something going, ooh, like it's charging up, and you're going to be able to feel so much more than you've ever felt before. You're going to be able to sense what's coming. They just keep telling me that you're sensing so clearly. Ooh, okay. This is a cool message. I do feel this card too, so let me put that down so I don't forget it. This one leaf right here. I don't know if I zoom in enough, can you see it? Anyway, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a leaf on here and it looks exactly like the leaf, the clasp on the cloaks in the 9 companions in the Lord of the Rings, the fellowship. Not idly do the leaves of Lorien fall. Okay, so, ooh, it's giving me like Aragorn and his ability to track. Like, he's so connected to the land. He's a Dunedain. He's not just a human. He's like the last of a special race of beings, or human-like beings, that were very connected to the land, and they could live for much longer. And he's a ruler. Okay, so this is interesting. You have the 5 of winter. Walk away from dishonest associations, realizing that what you thought you wanted isn't the best choice for your happiness, and something that's not worth the effort. So I feel like you're walking away from something. It's like you're making a heart over head decision, and not heart as in an emotionally impulsive decision or a want over a need. I feel like you are tuning into this deep, profound wisdom that the sensitivity of your heart is attuning you to, and you're able to make a decision that improves your life. I just heard improves your life, okay? And then it's like you're able to pursue what actually serves you. Yes, like Aragorn pursuing Merry and Pippin to rescue him. You're pursuing something, and it's very important to you, and you do achieve that goal, is what I'm seeing. But you have to first like nurture your sensitivity, nurture your heart, expand your heart, because you're going to be able to tune into these frequencies from the future. No, okay, they want me to keep going with this deck. All right, I was going to move into a different one, but nope, it's this one. I'm seeing believe in yourself. I'm hearing that as well, and I saw believe in yourself on the 7 of spring card. Okay, 5 of summer. Trust that there is a reason for everything that happens. Group number 3. Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others and focusing on that which frightens or worries you. Yeah, so I see in the 9 of swords, you were focusing a lot on what frightened or worried you, on pains of the past, on possibly even periods of time where your sensitivity got you hurt. Because I don't feel like this is anything new to you, group number 3. I don't feel like you're just like all of a sudden the Grinch's heart grew 3 sizes that day and now you feel things. No, I feel like you were like straight out the womb, just sensitive, okay? Like it's just who you are. It's just how you're built, and it's a gift. But at times, and I can speak to this because I'm an HSP as well, highly sensitive person. Obviously, like I use it for work, but like, in other areas of my life, it was a detriment, or I perceived it that way because it got me hurt a lot more in life, like in general. So I'm seeing you being recovered or recovering from this and using your heart to your advantage for your growth, for your manifestation, for your healing. Okay, that's really random. That's not at all what I was talking about, but I just heard reproductive rights. Okay, I don't know how that applies. What? Okay, we also have Princess of Summer, gentle, sensitive, kind, inexperienced, a new relationship or emotional experience, invitations to social events, a compassionate friend you can share your concerns with. You could be connecting with a friend in the future who helps you to see your sensitivity as a gift or to expand your sensitivity. Somebody who understands your emotional experience and validates that for you. Somebody who helps you to overcome the hurts of the past is what I'm hearing. Yeah, it's like the fellowship. I did mention fellowship of the Rings and Merry and Pippin were the two that I also mentioned as well. And they're like they're besties, you know? They're like Sam and Frodo. There's like those two pairs. So I feel like you have a bestie here, group number 3, that helps your heart to heal. And they respect your boundaries, and they don't cross you, and they don't hurt you like the people that you've maybe experienced before and who stressed you out, like who caused these wounds in the first place. Okay, I'm being called to mention rejection sensitivity dysphoria. It's like an ADHD thing. I have that, it can be sort of confounded or compounded by existing trauma. Like it can be a trauma response, or it can be rejection sensitivity because of that increased sensitivity. So it's all kind of just, let's put the labels aside and just let's call it what it is, sensitivity. And my throat is like cramping up. So group number 3, I feel like the throat is to do with our authentic expression, our ability to voice our truth, and to be heard, to be understood, to be valued for our experience, to be validated, and to validate ourselves. And I feel like this was where some of that sensitivity may have hit a roadblock. Like you may have expressed your truth and then been shut down or rejected, or you may have perceived that would happen because people didn't understand your depth of sensitivity. Like I can tell you from experience as well, like I feel like I'm very much in this group with you. When I would express certain things, not everyone will understand. You know, and that's fine. It's just because my experience is so vastly different. So something that feels like a minor bump to one person is going to feel like getting hit by a truck to someone else. So it's like beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Well, in this case, pain is in the body of the experiencer, or in the mind of the experiencer, I should say, because pain is really in the mind. Ooh, that could be part of this too. You could be deprogramming your mind from the pain response associated with your sensitivity, and instead enhancing the capacity for your sensitivity to be fruitful for you, to be productive, to be healing and growth oriented. Yeah, I was kind of talking about that earlier, but it's like I'm having new context for it now, because it's not even just so much about the sensitivity being used in a different way. It's almost like it's being rerouted, because they're showing me neural networks. This is like something's happening in the brain here. And we have 3 brains, right? Like we've got one physical brain, but we have the brain, we have the heart, which is also an intelligent organ, and then we also have the gut. These are the 3 brains. And I'm seeing you having like a rewiring process going on in these neural networks, and it's allowing you to connect to your sensitivity in a healthier way. Okay, whoa, you have the 2 of Winter. This is the 2 of Swords, and you had that. So you have that twice. Okay, so this is like a very significant energy. In this deck, it says indecision is holding you back. Make the choice that's best for you rather than trying to please others. Feeling trapped between the intellectual and the emotional. Yeah, that's what I was getting. It's like head over heart, heart over head, like which is the right one. And I'm seeing that you can use both. You can use both. I had a healing session with a friend of mine the other day, a very beautiful, treasured friend of mine, and she is also a highly sensitive soul. And I love connecting with my friends who are like that, because they get me and I get them, and it's so healing. So again, I feel like this is part of it, because we were talking about friendship. And also, she said something that really hit home for me. She was giving me Reiki, and she's very intuitive like me, so she sees the visuals, and then she was reporting back to me what she was seeing. She mentioned something about Jesus and Judas, and she was like, I saw Jesus sitting underneath the fig tree, and then I saw Judas standing over beside. And what sprung to my mind was like, oh, Judas, like backstabbers, that's like that 5 of Swords energy, 5 of Winter. Like people are going to hurt me, people are going to betray me. I'm very sensitive, and I'm a prophet, and I'm all these things, but that I can't protect myself, and self-sacrifice, martyrdom. My mind just went off into my old like trauma dumping cycle. And she went, What I'm getting from this is to do with the head and the heart. Judas represents the mind, the intellect, the head, and Jesus represents the heart. Christ consciousness is literally in the heart chakra. So yeah. And she was like, it takes both. You need both. It's not one or the other. It's in tandem. And I wish that I could relay to you verbatim what she said, but I can't remember. But the way she said it, or like the way that it just hit home for me, it like blew my mind, you know? It's like I know that, but the way she phrased it, it's, you know, when you hear something that you've heard before, but you really understand it and it just like clicks into place, or like you're listening to a song and you've sung the words a particular way for years, and then all of a sudden you hear it differently and you're like, oh my God, that's not what it says. Huh. It just hits you. It's like an epiphany, right? This is what I'm seeing here at group number 3. There's some kind of an epiphany that you're getting, and it's connecting to this rare sensuality and sensitivity that you have. You're able to use that for healing. You're able to use that to pursue what you're passionate about. And you're also able to use it to overcome the hurts of the past and the pain that has been experienced in the mind. You're transcending pain in the mind. They keep telling me that. And they're showing me clairvoyantly, you know, like when you take a pill, like a pain reliever, okay? Like an aspirin or something. I remember I was watching something sometime and this girl was like, how does it know where the pain is? How does the pill know where the pain is? And the person that they were asking this question was like, no, it's not like the pill goes in and targets the pain at the location where the pain is. It goes into the brain and shuts down the brain's ability to perceive that pain. This is not like scientifically accurate. Okay, I'm paraphrasing, but essentially that's what I'm getting here is like, if you shut down the pain receptors or the pain perception in the brain, or you lessen it a bit, but you keep the sensitivity level high, imagine what you can do. It's like if you don't need the pain anymore, you can turn it off, because pain is really there as a protective mechanism. And your pain was a result of your unbridled sensitivity, group number 3. That's what I just heard. You're unbridled, meaning that it was wild, that you didn't know how to contain it yet. You didn't know how to use it. You didn't know how to, there was like a lack of boundaries almost, you know? And that's what, I mean, sensitivity is just like your auric field is huge. And so of course you're going to have a hard time with boundaries. It's like you have so much more to contain. And so I'm seeing you getting a handle on that somehow and figuring out a way to turn it on and then like ground and dampen it down when you don't need it quite as much. And then you're better able to move through life. You're better able to not bump up against things and get hurt. And I'm really seeing friendships being significant in the future around how you're able to do this. And right now also, they're telling me friendships right now, but there's something happening in the future that is going to be a huge shift in the way that you operate, group number 3. And this is like one of those holy shit moments, because you're going to follow your passion without fear. It's like you are not going to hold back. You are going to go on a mission, on a hunt. You're going to beeline it for what it is that you want. And that old sensitivity or the fear of getting hurt is not going to hold you back anymore, because your sensitivity is now a boon. It's a strength. It is not a detriment. It is not something that is going to, it's not going to hurt. Okay? It's not going to hurt. It's going to heal. Oh, I want to cry. Tapping. Tap, tap, tap it in. Okay, group number 3. That is what I have for you today. What a beautiful, sensitive, powerful soul you are. Thank you so much for being here with me today and spending this time with me. I appreciate that. If you enjoyed the reading, let me know how it resonates in the comments below. Take what resonates, leave the rest. You guys know the drill. But yeah, I really enjoyed this reading, so thank you. I love you guys, and we'll see you in the next reading. Bye.